Hello and welcome to Hevsel Weekly. In this week's episode, we will cover the latest news, the record-breaking turnout at the Budapest Pride Parade despite governmental prohibitions, an explosion at a fireworks warehouse in California, and how thousands of Norwegians mistakenly thought they won the lottery because of an error. Stay tuned! Let's begin with Hungary's ban on the 30th Budapest Pride Parade, which backfired as over 100,000 people took to the streets, making it the largest in the country's history. Large crowds gathered despite a law passed in March by Hungarian lawmakers, which banned pride events and permitted the use of facial recognition technology to identify and fine participants. The Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban welcomed the ban, claiming that it would outlaw gatherings that violate child protection laws. The ban came amid rising support for conservative opposition leader Peter Magyar. Orban's party and media allies pressured Magyar to take a stand on Budapest Pride, which many saw as a political trap to portray him as soft on child protection. Under the new law, participants in such gatherings that propagate homosexuality can be fined nearly $600, while organizers may face up to a year in prison. Campaigners condemned the now legal facial recognition as unlawful and part of a wider crackdown on the LGBTQ+ community. Eventually, this ban sparked widespread protests. In March, large-scale protests erupted in Budapest, with organizers vowing to continue the annual celebration despite the ban. Still, temporary cameras were installed along the path of the Budapest Pride March on June 27th. Nevertheless, this year's Pride became a powerful act of defiance. Over 70 members of the European Parliament marched in solidarity. Pride is a protest, and if Orban can ban Budapest Pride without consequences, every Pride is one election away from being banned, said Van Sparentak, who is a Dutch member of the European Parliament from the Greens European Free Alliance political group. Moving on with our next headline, the explosion at a fireworks warehouse in Northern California days before the 4th of July caused fires, black smoke, and evacuations. The fire emerged in a largely rural area in Esparto and broke out around 5:50 p.m. on Tuesday. According to the California Department of Forestry and Fire Protection, the fire that broke out on the night of July 1st has burned approximately 78 acres. The fireworks-triggered explosion ignited a fire that caused the building collapse and rapid spread. While no injuries have been reported, the Yolo County Sheriff's Office has urged residents to avoid the Esparto and Madison areas for at least several days. The fire will take time to cool, and once it does, explosive experts must safely enter the site to assess and secure the area, the Sheriff's Office said in a statement. Although the cause of the explosion is still unknown, Governor Gavin Newsom's office stated that they were tracking the fire and that state ground and air resources were deployed. The state fire marshal has sent an arson and bomb investigation team and stands ready to provide additional support as needed, the statement said. Next up, Thousands in Norway were mistakenly told they had won millions after an error by the state-run lottery company. Norsk Tipping said several thousand euro jackpot winners were told wrong amounts on June 27th, leading to CEO Tonje Sakstuen's resignation the next day. Prize amounts are in euros and then converted to Norwegian kroner. It turns out that the error that caused the prices to be excessively high happened in the conversion from euro cents to Norwegian kroner. The amount was multiplied by 100 instead of divided by 100. The correct amounts were posted on Saturday. I'm sorry that we have disappointed so many, and I understand that people are angry with us, said Sakstuen, adding that the criticism was justified. The Norsk Tipping Board had an emergency meeting on Saturday with the Ministry of Culture, which administers the running of the company. After the meeting, Sakstuen stepped down from her role as CEO, a role she had held since September 2023 after joining Norsk Tipping in 2014. Culture Minister Lubna Jafari said such errors are unacceptable, as Norsk Tipping holds the right to gaming services in the country. Sakstuen said she was sad to leave, but confident in the improvement processes that have been implemented. This is not the first time Norsk Tipping has found itself under criticism, and acknowledged heavy criticism from regulators and customers, calling it justified. That concludes this week's episode. We discussed how the Budapest Pride Parade turned into both a protest and a celebration, how the explosion in California turned into a rapid fire, and the error in Norway that briefly made people think they were millionaires. Thanks for listening to Hevsel Weekly. See you next time.